So the first thing for Auburn, and I think we can all agree that this has to be in bold, capital letters at the top of the page for every game this season, and it's just don't turn the ball over. Don't turn the ball over, and I say that in conjunction with not only what we saw from Auburn last year, but also what we saw from Jackson Arnold at Oklahoma last year. Because no, you go and you say, man, he didn't throw a ton of interceptions. No, he didn't throw a ton of interceptions. He fumbled the football instead. That's what he did. And he fumbled the football a lot. And he gave the ball away a number of times to teams last season. And so I think that with some of the issues we saw Auburn have, you got to get rid of that problem. You can't keep turning the ball over. That's how you end up in situations like last year where it's, man, if the ball bounces our way one way differently, maybe we win 7 or 8 games instead of 5 games. Well, those things don't happen for you when you're constantly turning the ball over. So I think for Auburn, that has to be the biggest point of emphasis is protect the football. And again, with Jackson Arnold, just make quick, smart decisions and set him up for success, right? From a play calling standpoint, give him confidence early on in a game, and just, again, limit the turnovers, and I think he'll be just fine. But you also, you got to focus on running the football and being able to. I know it's a different situation because you don't have a guy like Jarquez. You have maybe a little bit more of a committee with Alston and Cobb and some of these other guys. But I think Auburn fans are tired of feeling like, all right, hey, take what the defense is going to give you, right? If they're going to let you run the ball 40 times a game for 200 and something yards, do that. Take advantage of what the defense is going to give you and allow you to do. Don't try to force things because, well, you want to move the football down the field quickly. That's great, but that was just such an issue with Jarquez the last couple of years. I think a lot of people are looking to see, let's focus on running the football and not make it feel like we're having to beg, whoever it is that's calling the play on that down to run the football up the middle. And then I also think, defensively, a lot of it just comes down to what can you do to make Sawyer Robertson uncomfortable if you're Auburn, right? Can you force him to have to throw the ball often? Can you force him to have to move out of the pocket a little bit? Can some of the guys that we've heard about on the defensive line step up, get pressure on him pretty consistently? And at that point, let the secondary do some work, which we've heard how good they've been. So those are just some keys to victory, I think, for the Auburn Tigers heading in.